Hey Keisha, good morning, good morning, good morning. Just finishing, finished some basketball, and now I'm going on another little walk as I want to loosen up the hips, and then I'm gonna go get into my lovely hot tub. I definitely love waking up in the morning and paying myself first. I was spending time with one of my proteges, Will, who used to work with me over at the financial service firm, and he's excited about getting on stage and doing comedy. He definitely has an interesting perspective, coming from West Virginia, being a heterosexual white male, and being in touch with things that have happened to black people and people of color and women, and just not wanting to fit the status quo. But just played some basketball with him, and it was a good time. But I'm getting older, and hips a little sore. But guess what? I'm down 10 pounds since starting on the products and really getting my intermittent fasted game on point and in sync. I'm actually gonna do a little walk for maybe 10 or 20 minutes. I think if you do 5 of those a day, and especially if you do those and record yourself doing video, that is definitely a good use of time in terms of just accumulating content that you can sift through and put up little snippets. And when you have some good points you want to put out there, that's a good place to start. 2 things. So let me give you some initial startup advice. One would be, make sure you have a Facebook business page. Open that now. It could just be your name, right? Keisha Norton. And your brand, I don't know if you remember my speech a while back, your brand is your bull. So you want to start there, because from there, it will enable you to run advertisements from your Facebook page. And actually, this light is sort of flying and check. It probably looks cooler with the green shades. Anyway, so from there, that will allow you to run ads eventually. So you want to have things that you do that are consistently posted on your business page that you can share to your personal page from time to time. Because remember, once people go to your business page, they're in your complete world, they're in your complete funnel. Your outward Facebook page, you don't want that to be totally business, because people that are connecting with you for personal reasons, they can get kind of ticked off and unfollow and things like that and stop seeing you. And Facebook already limits the reach of our personal pages anyway, because they use an algorithm to determine who actually even wants to be connected to one another. So that's why being forceful and being outward with your desire to connect with people is so important, because Facebook is trying to manipulate who they think people actually want to be connected to based on interactions with those posts and accounts, Messenger bot, etc. The other thing is, while I understand, and you could definitely feel that Arbonne's different and the energy is definitely more feminine energy, connection does matter. And I've even seen this now. My hemp business is growing so quickly. I've already got over 20 signups in the last 5 days. And as I look at the list, mostly men, but good fair amount of women as well. In order to keep those people engaged, connection is going to be definitely the next step, right? Getting on a Zoom call with them, getting on the phone with them. And I think that's where video comes in, because you can have that connection. When you do Zoom calls, when you do video calls, you can have that connection with people that is unlike just standard social media, where you post and expect everybody to say, look at me. It's like, no, you're giving value, you're speaking, your energy, people can feel your sincerity, which you definitely possess. And as a comedian, we have to possess that, because people can detect fake and phony on stage and a heartbeat, you know what I mean? So, good job on sending me videos back. I think that's going to be excellent practice. Make that a habit that you take on. Try to send somebody a video a day, because they can really feel more of your energy. From there, so we talked about the business page, talked about the power of video. From there, I would say, before you go into automation and growing your Instagram account, which the reason why I use Instagram as a growth service is because I have a mastermind. It's $50 a month that I basically start showing you some of the insider tricks on Instagram, but you can grow it in a very geo-specific way. So for you, knowing that your current system requires people to come to a meeting to get the opportunity through a group setting, That's cool. So start connecting with people that are in the local LA area, right? On Instagram, that are also female, that mention things or use certain hashtags about health and wellness. Like, so there's ways that I can geo-targetedly grow your following with those people by maybe 200-300 people a month. So that's 200 to 300 potential new prospects that you can interact with. Now, obviously that's a lot of people. You're not gonna be able to easily interact with all of them, but they're gonna be following you and seeing what you're up to, and then that's how you build a relationship. So from there, the next step would be, after getting you in the mastermind, the next step would be, if you wanted more rapid growth, we could do that, but if you wanted to really focus on building your funnel. Now, your funnel could have a number of options. It could have an option where people kind of go through it, and without connecting with you, they just buy products that they wanted. But I know ideally you'd want to connect with those people one-on-one, whether it be Zoom call or a meeting or face-to-face, or getting them onto one of the opportunity calls. So your funnel specifically will be set up in a way that someone can kind of go down the rabbit hole and find out more, and then sign up for a consultation, right? A free strategy session, whether it be a health strategy session or a wealth strategy session or a mindset strategy session. It'd be something that's specific to you and your brand, not necessarily Arbonne. And why that's so important is because if someone just sees complete connection and association with Arbonne, they know two things. They know A, they think they know what you do, but B, your brand hasn't given them enough value on the outset yet for them to really be drawn to you, right? Like, why would someone join you and not just go look for some top earner to go be a part of, right? That's what you've got to consider. And so you have got to start building your brand up so people see value in the connection with you. And those connections could be, hey, you know, I've been in this business for 5 years. I'm committed to helping my team grow, and you're gonna get a lot of personal one-on-one time and mentoring that has a value of, you know, $9.97 a month, but I give it up freely because I believe in people. You know, whatever that thing is, that copy, we can develop that, and that has to be delivered in video, of course, where you talk about your program that you give away for free for people joining your opportunity. What are all the benefits they're gonna get out of it? And having a funnel like that will start to produce outcomes in the numbers that allow you to play that numbers game. Whereas physically, to go out and just put energy to try to get people to one specific opportunity. So what I do on a daily basis is I go out and I network, but I never have a specific thing that I'm trying to put people into. My general category is digital marketing. Somebody needs help with financials, I got them. If someone needs help with their marketing business, I got them. If someone needs help creating passive income in the Forex market, I got them. If someone wants to be a part of the gold the new green gold rush, I've got them, right? So that is, and it's not that, you know, not everybody can do what I'm doing, but I took a step back a few years ago and realized what was the primary thing that I was doing, what was my superpower in that, and where did I feel like I could specialize and add the most value. So marketing and systems is everything. So right now, especially on this green gold rush, I'm partnered with a guy who I saw launch a company 2 years ago. It was an educational training company around the marketing space, and in 8 months, he was able to sell that company for about $10 million to a bigger institution. And so he has that skill that's repeatable, and you can use that process on everything. And so eventually our goal is to just take our system as a unit, encourage companies to alter their compensation plan so that it helps us benefit the system users, and then blow that system up with success. And then use that success story to attract more entrepreneurs, or as we like to call them, lifepreneurs. Because entrepreneurship is a lifestyle, right? It's something that you spend your life harnessing and developing. It's all about relationships, but video allows us to connect those relationships in a faster way. It allows us to compress our time so that we can compound our efforts. Case in point, I'm not sure if you're familiar with that concept of what happens if you take a penny and you double it every single day for 30 days. Would you take $1 million today or a penny that doubles every day for 30 days? Now you probably know the answer. If you don't, no worries, I'll tell you. It'll end up being almost $5 million if you have something that compounds daily like that. So the power of compounding efforts is important, especially in the direct sales business, but also when you think about the power of compounding money from a trading perspective, like if in Forex. And listen, Forex is a skill that is not for everybody. It is highly risky, it's highly volatile. If you don't know what you're doing, just stay away from it. But the way I approach it is with artificial intelligence and automation. So I take my emotions out of it, I take my wisdom out of it, and I use a very conservative method that is, been delivering about 10% a month return on investment. So anyway, like I said, I'm in a few things, but the main thing that I'm in is marketing, and I'd love to be able to add value to you and help grow your team, our team, to your benefit. So the system that I'm going to be developing and applying, I can definitely help you with it. I'm definitely going to use it and apply it to everything that I'm doing, because systems and processes is what's duplicatable. And yeah, it was a pleasure connecting with you. We'll definitely see each other at our Toastmasters meetings as we grow ourselves as speakers, as leaders. And I just want to thank you for the video you sent me back, and you are the inspiration for this video. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. So hope you have a great Turkey Day. I learned an amazing dance called the gobble. It's like this dance called the wobble, but you do like a turkey move with it. Anyway, I'm not gonna show it to you. Anyway, I'm gonna tag my friend on this video. She knows all about it. But content. Build your brand, connect, keep being your authentic self, all the things that you know how to do, but digitize it. Tell your story, track your story, and Godspeed. Peace.